You just tuned it in. Global and worldwide. Hitting you on the one with no delay. Because it's the Fighter's Voice. The Fighter's Voice. With your fighting host, Richard Ortiz. And the formidable co-host, Mr. Cole Escovedo. Remember, every fighter has a voice.
Fresno, California, we're live in Mad Production Studios. We got a great show for you today. When I say great, it's because we're going to give an awesome recap on Friday night's Combate America's event that took place November 22nd, Save Mart Center. I mean, Combate MMA, they're just taking MMA to a different level, man. I mean, they're not just another company that's sitting back and just happy to be there. The fight game, the fights were very exciting. They were evenly matched up. The crowd was anticipating blood, they got sweat, they got tears, and they even got some beers. It was a great event. My man, Escovedo, went crazy on the mic with some great post-fight interviews, and you can follow him at www.youtube.com/thefightersvoice. Subscribe and watch all the videos, all the post-fight interviews. With us in studio, we have definitely one of the toughest combatants out there to ever go inside the cage. In my opinion, a lot of people said that's a no-brainer, fight of the night. But in my opinion, I believe fight of the year for Combate Americas. Have not seen anything even close. Both men were hurt. Both men were tired, but both men have the will to continue to go on and still want to defeat each other by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, we have with us Mr. ADRIAN GUZMAN in studio. What's happening, Adrian?
What's up, Rich? How you doing
What's
today?
up, my man? Oh, you finally got here? You're at the massage parlor getting a little massage?
Yeah, man. Honestly, I wish I would have gone to the massage parlor. You got a massage.
Well, I'm just joking, man, because there's one across the street.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it says we take coupons and stuff. Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
Well, it does, yeah. Cole was kind of late today because he was at the massage parlor.
Oh, all right, man.
I had a coupon, but he didn't share.
Ah, dude, would you really want to use a coupon on a
No,
massage
I wouldn't.
parlor, though?
No, I would not.
Is that the kind of massage parlor you want to go to?
No.
Like
But
half off?
No, exactly. No, exactly. Ladies and gentlemen, you got to go see the post-fight interviews. Escovedo, co-host with the UFC veteran himself, attacked it, tore it up. Hey, slam dunk, man. Great job, Friday, Cole.
No, it was fun. That was a good opportunity. That made sense to kind of hang out backstage.
Exactly. What did you say? It was fun?
Yeah, it was fun.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You do what you love, you'll never work
We
a day
kept
in your
telling
life.
poor Sebastian, we were like, dude, we're just, because I kept looking at the card,
Yeah.
I'm like, by the time you walk us back up
Yeah.
front and then have to come back and get us, bro, you're going to be running back and forth, we'll hang out back here. Like, because we're going to want, not this fight, but we're going to want to talk to the winner of this one, then we're going to talk to the winner of that one. And then it's going to skip one, so why? We just hang out backstage and watch. I think we had like security come up to us at one point. They're like, so why are you guys back here? Sebastian walked us back here. Okay. Well, media's not supposed to be back here. No, I understand, but Sebastian walks us back here for interviews. Okay.
You should have said we're not media. We're family, homie.
Yeah, no.
We're family.
I think the media was probably an easier one to go with. The dude looked like he had one of those blue shirts on versus the yellow staff ones. He was a supervisor.
The Chingon, the main dude.
Yeah, he was like a main dude. So I was like, well, that's why I told him, well, Sebastian walked us back here.
Well, you should have just said, hey, I know Adrian. And that's all you got to say,
Dude,
man.
I'm like, oh, well, no worries then. Knock it out.
Adrian, I want to talk a little bit about your fight, but we're going to do some recaps, my man.
All right.
I mean, I'm looking at you right now, maybe just a little shade underneath the right eye, but, bro, that fight was, man, it was almost like life or death, man. There's still some things left inside that cage. Mm-hmm. You didn't come back 100%, man. And your opponent, I can say the same about him because some of you guys left your soul in there for a little while. Mm-hmm. Talk to us about that fight, that first round, man.
Well, in the first round, going into the fight, I had a little bit of a feeling that, he was going to fight me a lot different.
Yeah.
I felt like he was going to come out and try to take me down right off the bat. I didn't expect him to actually want to stand and throw some punches for 3 rounds.
He was letting them hands go, man.
Yeah, he caught me off guard there. I was like, I was just like, okay, he's gonna try to take me down right off the bat. Mm-hmm. So going to the fight, that's what I was expecting. But once we got in there, it seemed like, and as I started fighting him, going on in that first round, I started kind of thinking to myself, like, I don't think this guy's gonna want to take me down. I think.
He's going to sling punches the whole time.
Yeah,
up on him.
Yeah, I think he was gonna want to just throw him, and so I got a little excited because I'm like, all right, it's my kind of fight, I'm like, I don't want to really try to grapple too much in the fight. I mean, I will if I have to.
Yeah.
But I'd rather just stand up and keep the fight standing.
Yeah, you guys didn't do much grappling.
No, not at all. And so when I kind of realized that he was gonna stand and fight with me, I'm like, okay. I started getting that good feeling, that excited feeling, like you know, we're gonna just stand up and we're gonna throw him, and that's how it's
play to your benefit more, your strength more than anything anyway.
Exactly. I felt like I had more strengths in my stand up than I did in my grappling. So the fact that Danny actually stood for 3 rounds and we exchanged some punches, that was great for me.
Oh yeah, you guys more than exchanged some punches. You guys both clearly found out how well your chin is. Like you both found your point. Like on your own personal level, you're like, well, no, I know how many punches I can take now. That's always good to know. You know, that's one more in the book. So,
and I noticed, man, both of you guys had your opportunities, and both of you guys weathered the storm, man. I mean, I believe, honestly, I think you knocked him out and then back in the same flurry, because he was out, and then you hit him again, then he started moving. I mean, like you revised him, man. You know,
there's a couple times where he clipped him and his shoulders kind of dropped, and I was like, oh, dude, he's just gonna fall over. And then you clip him again, and he would start backpedaling. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I saw exactly what you're talking about, which happens. I've seen dudes get dropped and their head bounces off the canvas and they're up again, and they're like, oh, let's go. It's like, dude, that's crazy.
Man, definitely fight of the night. Were you feeding off the crowd, or were you just focused on your opponent?
To be honest, I was kind of pumped up, a little bit more pumped up because of the crowd.
Yeah.
That's one thing that put me up a lot. And actually, after the fight was over with, I had a talk with my coach.
Yeah.
And he suggested to me it probably wasn't the best idea to feed into the crowd, because then you start having
Taking
all these
chances
emotions.
you don't need
Exactly.
to, outreaching.
Yeah. You know, you start having all these emotions, and you're not really thinking smart anymore. You're kind of just in your emotions, and you want to just
autopilot.
Exactly. You want to just take the guy out. And
that looked like you. It sounds like you got right into that tunneled vision right near the end of the fight. Like I for sure was watching it. I was backstage. I was going, okay. I go, unless he gets dropped, I go, the guy Adrian's going to pull off a decision here. This is all because the second round when you guys came out, you were clearly fresher. He was clearly sucking wind. You had more crisp snap to your punches. You had more head movement, more body movement. You seemed more aggressive, and you just you had the gas tank to keep that pressure on. He didn't seem to. It seemed like he, like you said, you didn't expect him to come out, and then I don't think he expected to come out that way either. And then once he got in there with you, he just started swinging punches and just burned through his gas tank. So, but after the second round, I was like, the first round, that one was kind of tough. I probably would have gave it to him. But then the second round, for sure, I gave to you. And the third round, I was like, yeah, that makes total perfect sense at this point. I was like, as long as he doesn't get killed.
That third round was crazy.
He's gonna win this because he's doing everything he's supposed to.
I wish we could play some video, but because of copyrights, we really can't. But we got some pictures we're going to post later on.
We'll get some pre-approval from Mikey or something
exactly.
like that. But, dude, then you got dropped. And I was just like, oh, dude, did he just blow it? Like, I thought for sure, like, you got too aggressive and just started to overextend. And I was like, dude, that's all homie was waiting for. Boom, he clipped and you went down. And I was like, dude, there's like seconds in this thing left, dude.
That ref wanted to stop it, but he at the same time did not want to stop it.
Yeah, oh, hell yeah. Yeah,
I mean,
that ref totally pulled back. Like, he could have. And it probably would have been justified, but you were kind of moving, but it looked like you were so tired that I'm like, it almost looked like that mode hit to where you're just so tired, you just let him hit you because you're just like, I'm not even fucking moving. They're going to hit me, and it's just they're going to stop it or they're not. I'll get my win back if he doesn't stop it, and that's what happens. He didn't stop, and you were like, okay, he's not stopping, and then you just started getting back to your feet, and I was like, oh, dude, because you could see the ref wanting to, and you could hear people in the crowd well, for example, there's a female fighter was standing behind me and KP where they stopped her teammates fight, and you could hear her complain. She was like, oh, what, but you're going to let that keep going? Like, why? Now I could hear it. I could hear the question. I'm like, if they stopped it, there'd be a hard argument against it because he dropped him and then was just on him. I'm like, but then he got up and I was like, oh, no, that was a dude's chance. Like, that was his chance and he couldn't finish it. But you could see the hesitation in the ref because you were moving. You must have just been moving enough for that.
You were taking shots, just not clean. You know,
like they were straightening off, they were ricocheting, but he was just unloading at that point. But you could see the ref was like, nah, I'm gonna wait, because for his own, like I guess personal taste, like you were moving enough for that ref, where another ref might have been like, nope, that's 3 unanswered. Nope, that's it. It's over.
Well, there's judgment calls, and there's, considering how it's been going back and forth, that's exactly used as professionalism instead of just jumping in there. I want to say this, man. You're touching lives, man. I mean, when I say that is because I'm going to give a shout-out to a principal, Prince Marshall. He was there, and he really don't check out the MMA or boxing. I mean, he's a fan of it, but he went to his first one, I believe his first one, and they were actually sitting right behind your family who was rooting for you. Yeah. And he goes, tell him he's badass and he's the real deal. And he kept talking about you after the fight. He said, man, that Adrian cat, that Guzman cat, man, I mean, those guys, they left their soul in that cage. So I believe he was sitting right next to your family. That's what he said. And, you know, because they were pulling for you. Of course, that was your family. They're right behind him. But he told me, Richard, I'm hooked now. because he saw you shit.
Oh, you spoiled him. You friggin' spoiled him.
You
he's
did.
Gonna, from here on out, it's just going to be like this for him because he's going to watch fights going.
How do you live? How do you live up to that?
Yeah, he's going to go, this is so boring. What happened?
But see, you know what? Okay, I want to see the rematch, or can you imagine they would have went 5 rounds?
Oh yeah,
man,
my
5 rounds would have been, that would have
crazy.
been ridiculous. Because after the, because you got to figure with that layout in round 3 to have them come out to round 4, yeah, dude, like it's those kind of fights where you can watch it and go, okay, those guys should be fighters. You know what I mean? Like it makes sense. Like you can watch them and go, okay, they know what they're doing. Like they both came prepared to go out on their shield. Where you watch some fights and it's like,
yeah,
like are you sure you want to be fighting? You
there was a couple
really
fights
scared.
like that. There was maybe 1 or 2.
Yeah, like where you can look at people and just tell them that they're not comfortable being hit. These guys,
this guy's a fighter, man.
Yeah,
I mean, he goes in there and just says, "Look, we're here to fight. We're not here to dance around." Like Ken Shamrock back in the day, he used to say, he used to say, hell the technique. He goes, let's bang, let's go in there. Because he was all about technique.
30
get him
seconds
on the ground.
or 15 minutes.
Exactly.
I get paid the same. Let's go ahead and knock this out real quick. I got drinking to do.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. At least that's how I looked at it. I was like, I don't care. I got drinking to do. Let's go. I'm getting paid the same whether we go 3 rounds or not, bro.
Hey, that brought everything, man.
Thank you.
That brought everything. I mean, you're a fan favorite. Combate knows that. I let Mike know and just everybody that I spoke with. And I'm not telling them anything they don't know because, man, you made regular fans into huge fans and non-fans into followers and supporters, man. I'm really.
You know, that means so much to me because, you know, fighting, I do this because I love to do it. And this is something that, you know, I have a passion for it, so this is why I'm always fighting. This is something I can't stray away from at all, as much as I try to, and to know that you know that people are being influenced off of my fights, you know, for a good way.
It's entertainment, man.
You know, like I'm not trying. I just want to like do something good. You know, like I don't want to.
Well, you did. You touched lives.
How'd you feel after?
After the fight, you know, I knew we had a war and all that, and I kind of felt like, I felt all right, you know. I didn't feel like, oh yeah,
didn't feel great, but you felt like you felt like you had a rough day of sparring. Yeah,
exactly. I felt all right because you know, well, I got the win, so that made me feel a little bit better.
Yeah,
but I feel like you said, what if there was 5 more rounds, you know?
Yeah, that could have been 2 more rounds. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. While I watched it, I saw, because as many times as they dropped each other, there was multiple times where you each got dropped. Like, you got dropped at least twice. You dropped him at least 2, maybe even 3 times. But it begs the question, after that first drop, how many times are you fighting with a possible concussion already in place? So you got to wonder, getting dropped 2 or 3 times, dude, and barreling through that takes
had to be the first round. They were dropping
the first round for sure.
First round, man.
Yeah, after the first round for sure, you've got a level of a concussion set in just from having your computer clicked. That's going to carry through to 2 more rounds, dude. Get out of here! That's insane.
Yeah, that was crazy.
You know, so like those first 2 drops, they're all right. You know, I feel like I recovered pretty well from them. I didn't feel too rattled. I feel like all right. You know, that's why I was able to keep putting the pressure on. That's why I was still able to bring the heat because I wasn't really hurt that bad. And if that's one thing I can honestly say is what I did in that 3rd round, those last 18 seconds when I go back and look at the video, where they say don't live life for regrets, but I regret doing that. I shouldn't have. When I look at the film, you know, I should have just played it safe, kept them outside with my jab. You know?
Not necessarily play it safe, but do what you need to do to finish the fight.
Yeah, just to win the round.
Strategically, it's like the fight's coming to an end. Why make a risk? Yeah.
Yeah, so I wanted to make sure I had won that round, but I made it more like controversial because at the end, you know,
you made it a little tougher on the judges in that last one because there's a chance that you'd be looking at a loss today instead.
Exactly.
But that's smart that you look at it.
That happens with a lot of people, and I'll give 2 examples in boxing. Do you remember Pernell Whitaker and do you remember Maldrick Taylor and Julio Cesar Chavez? That fight was stopped with 7 seconds to go.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Pernell Whitaker, I'm sorry, Maldrick Taylor could have just coasted, but yet he wanted to get Julio out of there, and in doing so, he put himself in harm's way, got dropped. Richard Steele stopped the fight completely. And if you look at the rematch of Tommy the Hitman Hearns and Sugar Ray Leonard, on the rematch, Tommy Hearns really wanted to set a statement that last round. In doing so, he got caught, and it shifted, and it became a draw. So it's just part of the game, man. It's part of that instinct that's inside of you as a true fighter. for example, I don't think you would have been excited standing up. Satisfied. You wanted to finish the man. You went with your gut instinct. Now that you look back at it, of course, now you're able to make a great judgment for yourself, as opposed to being there. You just want to let them dogs go, man.
Oh, yeah.
Because you couldn't turn it off. You're a different breed, my man.
Well, you know, like that's something that I have to work on as a martial artist, and me and my coach always talk about this. Is I'm a very like when I get into that cage, I it's kind of like I just want to just take someone's head off. You know, I'm just and you know that's how I feel when I go into these fights. You know, I gotta remember why I'm fighting. You know, I really don't come from much. You know, to be honest, you know, I grew up with my hardships. You know, I'm not trying to sound like nobody else has, but those hardships.
It's a driving factor.
Yeah, they drive me. So when I step in that cage, I'm just like, all right, I'm not going back to that no more. You know, like, you know, I'm gonna change my life today. So, and I told myself, I said, you know, I'm not gonna, no matter what, I'm not losing this fight. You know, no matter what happens in that cage, I'm not gonna lose. And so I prepared myself mentally to take for the worst. You know, I put this guy on a pedestal. You know, I didn't look at him like he was gonna be a guy that I'm just gonna just walk through.
Yeah, a challenge.
You know, I knew this guy was gonna be a challenge for me, and
you motivated yourself.
And it motivated me. You know, I like putting myself in those uncomfortable situations because those are the best feelings. You know, undescribable. You know, very few people could actually feel how that feels when you're.
It tells you how persevering you can be. You when you come out of it, you're like, okay, now I know I can get over something like that. Well, that's good because then the next time you're in that scenario where you feel like, oh, I just want to finish this guy off, you might pump the brake a little and be like, hold on, relax, kick back. We're winning this fight right now.
Exactly.
Don't blow. You know what I mean? Like, don't put the risk out there. Like, I could see if it was like a title fight, or if it was like a lot of money on the line, like maybe like a
title fight on the road,
or something.
Title fight on the road.
Yeah, title fight on the road where like if you goes to a decision, you know you're gonna lose. Cool, go for break the omelet. You got to go for it because maybe you clip him and finish the fight, or you get doshed. Either way. If you think you're going to lose a decision against a champ, either way you're going to lose, so why not go for gold? Exactly. And I can see that. But, yeah, being more strategic, it's a scenario now that you've been in, as much as knowing I can get dropped and get right back up, and it's not going to faze me. Like, I know I can push through that.
You see, that was good to experience something that I could, you know, take a little damage and keep pushing, you know, these fights.
Well, you learn from it. You're telling us right now you learn from it. If you can change something, you would. So that means you're learning from it.
Yeah, exactly.
So it is a positive.
Yeah. Exactly. You know, that's the whole point of me fighting. Also, I want to learn from what I'm doing. I want to be a legit martial artist. I don't want to just be one of those guys, you know, that, you know, goes in there doesn't know what he's doing. You know, besides the fact that I could I'm a brawler. I got other skills too. Yeah. You know, I could wrestle.
You want to have a better version every fight you have. You want to be a better version than you were the last fight.
Exactly. I just want to express more martial arts instead of just trying to beat up a dude. I want to express, you know, all the other parts of martial arts, not just the fighting, not just the standing part. You know, there's also the ground part and the jiu-jitsu part. You know, and that could also be entertaining too. So as a martial artist, I'm working toward that. And but you know, people do find the brawling stuff entertaining, and that's my style of fighting. So, you know, that's always going to be part of my fight style.
What high school did you go to? What school did you go to?
Parlor High School. Yep.
You don't mind me asking, what kind of student were you?
When I was pushed to be a better student by my aunts and uncles, and my mom. Yeah. Then I would push myself to be a good student, but. I had my ups and downs with school. Sure. You know, I wasn't always the perfect student. I got in trouble for stuff. You know, I wasn't the best student. You know. I
say that only because there's something that I want to work on later on, and that's I was just talking to a former boss I was working with, actually the principal, Prince Marshall, and he wants to put something together. He don't know exactly what yet, but he wants to be able to help the kids. He's a principal at a high school. And your testimony, you coming on board and letting them know, hey, you came from whatever A, and now you're here doing this. He wants these kids to be able to channel their energy. Okay. Because sometimes they'll have negative energy, positive energy, or just none. And if mixed martial arts is an opening for you, is a way out. When I say way out, a way out from just frustration with life or what have you, or just something you want to choose to do. Basically, if you can help them channel their energy and you know, want you on this little tour. We're going to start by a couple of high schools. Cole don't even know it yet, but that's right up Cole's alley. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, what we want to do is get with some of the principals in the schools and see, you know, they can, I don't know, we'll come up with some kind of budget or funding, you know, make it worth your while. And you're definitely a candidate of that. That's the only reason why I dug into your high school stuff. And, you know, I'm not asking how many times you've been in the principal's office, but it's all good.
How'd you end up a Chargers fan?
Well, that's part of it. That's what we're trying to erase right there.
That's what I'm trying to figure
No,
out.
Chargers, you never know. They're either like Super Bowl bound or they're Super Bowl bound if they buy a ticket. You never know, man.
Yeah, you know, like
They come to play though sometimes.
The Chargers. To be honest, the real reason why I like the Chargers so much is because back when I was actually playing football at Parlier High, I was a big fan of LaDainian Tomlinson.
Oh yeah.
So I was a really huge fan because I played running back also.
Hey, I had
okay,
a crazy
so
skill
position
set.
interest, and he just followed him, and he just happened to go to the Chargers.
Exactly.
So you got the Avalos brothers, right?
What was
The
that?
Avalos brothers.
Oh yeah, those guys are my
Yeah,
really
Jose,
good friends.
Landshark,
Heck
yeah, okay.
Yeah, man, me and those guys are really close. You know, when I met him, it was a couple years ago, and I was a real good friend of them to begin with, but I was training, and I seen that these guys, you know, killer wrestlers, and they're from the same town as me, and
Being successful in MMA, being wrestlers.
yeah, exactly. And I'm just like, hey guys, you know, you guys should try out some mixed martial arts. You know, I think you guys would kill in it, man. You know, like you guys would be animals. And so next thing you know, they end up coming to the gym, and sure enough, just what I thought, man, those guys are just freaking animals. You know, I seen it in them, and I'm just waiting, especially my homie Christian.
Yeah,
I can't wait for him to return back to the fight game too, man. He just left so much people out here
waiting
to see what he got. You know, like I'm definitely rooting for him. I can't wait to see him.
And he seemed to be doing just great Friday.
Yeah,
Oh, you should have saw his date.
Yeah, they looked real comfortable.
Oh my God, yeah, they look real
Dude
comfortable.
was all
Christian,
shirted out
Christian.
and everything.
Landshark, baby, I'm not even mad at you, bro. I'm not even mad at you. And then you can hear him tell me, hey, Rich, she has a tia. I go, I'm good, homie. I'm good. You better get a senorita for Cole over there. Hey, Cole, if he gets you a senorita, you be doing the interviews in Spanish, homie.
Hey, you know,
straight up.
If it helps me expand my audience base, and
take one for the team.
Take one for the team.
Take one for the team.
I don't know, dude.
Okay.
They're dangerous. I'm not trying to get in trouble.
No,
I'm not trying to get stabbed, bro.
I heard that.
Oh, those guys won't stab you. They'll beat you up with their hands.
Yeah.
No, dude, I'm just talking about the ladies that introduced me to. I ain't trying to get stabbed in my sleep, dude. Those chicks are crazy. No, I'm good, bro.
Oh, yeah. You don't want to get stabbed, man.
So, so did they give you any medical timeout or anything like that?
Yeah, the doctor, he gave me a 45-day suspension.
Okay.
He kept asking me, are you all right? Are you sure you're all right? Are you sure you're all right? And I'm over here saying, yeah, I'm all right, but you look at my face, I look slightly confused and stuff. And, and he's just like, you know what, man, we're going to give you 45 days off because if it was one of those fights where, you know, you guys just get in and out, then it would be different. But you guys
were in there for 3 rounds of pummeling on
I think that's
each
a good call on his behalf, man. I was looking out for the fighter. And this particular doctor, he's a good, solid dude, man.
Yeah.
But none of them ever follow up on that. You ever notice that? Like, he got 45 days, right? Like, CSAC isn't showing up at his gym going, hey, no, Andrew, you can't be doing that. Well, no, they don't. They don't care. They just go slap 45 on you. They did their part, and then that's it.
Yeah.
Like, there should be somebody within, like, 3 weeks that should come down and, like...
Just unannounced?
Just unannounced, like doing a piss test. Just unannounced, being like, hey, we're just kind of see how you're doing, Adrian, you know, or like that. Or like somebody waits at the gym, and their whole job is to just wait at the gym for, like, 2 days, and that's it. They just hang out at the gym to see if you show up. And that's it. They
Make
did
sure
their deal.
You don't roll. You don't do anything.
Yeah.
Instructions
and
one
if
thing.
you show up, they'll be like, hey, Adrian, what's going on? Hey, Mikey from CSAC. So what are you doing? Oh, I just came to, nothing. Or they're like, yeah, you know you're on a 45-day suspension. Yeah, you can't be doing that. Like, if you got caught dirty, like some steroid or weed or something, if you pissed hot, I guarantee you 2 or 3 weeks from now, unannounced, they'd be at your gym. Hey, we're gonna pee test you. Like, because you've elevated yourself to that level of attention now. Like, you're on the radar now. Like, okay, but for injuries, no. They don't give a shit.
Yeah, you know, you're right. I haven't known any here locally, but I remember I went to a certain gym. I'm not going to put him on blast, but he said, hey, Rich, make sure I don't want to roll too much. I can a little bit, but I'm on a suspension right now.
Yeah,
and he was cool too, man. So I respected that. I suggested, should we come back, because he was kind of working with
so that he could actually do something.
Yeah, exactly.
No,
exactly.
I've been on suspension so many times, and over that decade and a half,
But some got to make a living, man.
No, dude, we wouldn't care.
Yeah,
Coach would be like, take a week off.
Yeah.
Unless you got, like, if it was an easy fight and there was no medical, he'd be like, cool, I expect to see you on Monday. Light work this week, but just keep your body in it, right?
Exactly.
But if there was something wrong, like if I got dropped or got my face split open or something, he'd be like, why don't you just go ahead and take like a week off? And then come back. We'll come back in like a week. We'll start doing some stuff. Other than that, dude, it was, give a shit. I better see your ass in the gym on Monday.
Exactly.
That was a cakewalk. You did that in like a minute. No, you better be in the gym on Monday, which made sense.
Yeah.
But after a fight like that, I would, if I was, Adrian's coach, I would have been like, hey, take the week off.
So tell us about your coach, your corner.
So my cornerman, Colin Oyama, who was my main coach.
Okay. Who was ripping into you, by the way, backstage after, dude. I walked in to see if he was down for the interview. He goes, it's going to be a minute, brother. Like, you gonna wait. It's going to be a minute. And I saw, and I was like, that's not a happy coach. Like, you won, but, dude, you're about to get chewed on, bro. Like, I imagine the end of the fight thing was probably something he chewed on you about. Like, what were you thinking? Like, that almost cost you the fight. Like, you can't overextend. No, I'm sure.
F the crowd. Don't listen to them. Stay focused. Stay in the game plan.
Because Colin's a legend.
Yeah.
You know, Yama, he's a legend. So to have, like, usually post fights, even when you win, it's like a quick recap of what you could have done better. But he was like sat down. And I was just like, oh, God, dude, someone's getting their ass chewed right now.
No, so Coach Colin, he he's trained so many fighters,
such a wide array of
so many
sports.
fighters, and so he's seen it all. He's just about seen everything, and so I feel like when he seen me fight that night, we got the win and all that, but my coach, and he says to himself, his job is to make sure I perform at the best as I could. And we go over a lot of technique at the gym and all that. We're always working on making sure that stuff like that doesn't happen, like me getting dropped 3 times.
Plus, he was probably thinking you could have capitalized on that first time.
Yeah.
Like, if you had slowed down, you could have stayed on top. We could have finished the fight in the first round. Like, it didn't have to go 3 rounds. I'm sure there was some of that discussion.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah.
So stuff like that, like just being more technical and being able to control your thoughts better, fighting smarter, not letting the crowd get to you,
not getting pumped up because the crowd's getting excited. And they flash those lights, by the way. That doesn't help. Yeah, no. But that's for the crowd, like when they're close to a finish or a submission. Like they took that from Japan. Like they took that little hint from Japan because that's what they do. Yeah. They get excited. Like, catch it. It's like, okay, cool. They get this. The crowd will make noise at that point, so I like it. But it's easy to the lights start flashing, the crowd starts roaring, and you think, oh, this is the time to lay in on when it might be. But it might be that time to just, hold on a sec. The dude's already composed. Like, I'm going to just, he's not going to get finished right now. I'm burning juice for no reason. So there's that, I imagine.
He wants you to finish the fight on your feet.
Yeah, he wants me to be able to just, finish the fight on my feet.
And recognize where you're at. At what part you're at inside that cage.
Yeah, exactly. Because I feel like maybe Coach, he was, like I said, we got the win, but he's seen a lot of stuff that didn't go.
I know exactly what he's talking about, man. And trust me, I know.
Because like
he's looking out for you, man.
Yeah, exactly. Because in the gym, I'm moving my head good, and I'm throwing these combos like crisp and all that, and it looks great in the gym. And I feel like when Coach seen me that night, he's kind of just wondering, like, hey, what happened to all that? All that stuff you had, like, and he's just trying to remind me during the fight. And so it's kind of getting to him because the stuff he's trying to remind me to do, I'm just like one in one ear out the other, and I'm just
because he thinks it's like stuff we drilled. Like this should be muscle.
He's a good coach if he points it out, and he's not going to point it out later. He's pointing out now that it's fresh. When I coach soccer, we'll have a kid, for example, the winning goal, boom, and the crowd's going crazy. I'll pull him over and I said, that was a left-footed shot. Why did you pivot and take it with your right? I said, you took a right-footed shot, but at that time, it should have been your left. They could all applaud, but the technique was wrong. Or even in baseball, you throw somebody out, the third baseman pulls his head. Stay down on the ball. Watch the ball in your hand. Just little things like that. He wanted perfection, and he knows you're better than that because he saw the best in the gym, correct?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So that's exactly what he was just telling me. He was just basically, letting me know what I did wrong and what I didn't do. Or he just pointed out the stuff, the good stuff and the bad stuff and what we need to work on. So, you know, I appreciate that to the fullest.
Oh, that's definitely something to build on, man. That's great.
You know, that means a lot to me because I'd rather someone after a win be honest and tell me, hey, you know, you won the fight.
Instead of just high fives and good jobs. Yeah, no, because you don't learn at that point. Because if you get a little chill and it's like, and Pop would do it to me all the time. He'd be like, you know, why did we stand and trade with that guy? Like that whole thing, like for the Maeda fight. The whole time, even Frank Trigg was like, why are you trading with this guy? Pop's like, what were you thinking? Like, why? You were getting clipped on your feet. Why didn't you just bring him down? And I'm like, I don't know.
It just felt good.
I just felt good. I didn't feel like he was hurting me. Like he was clipping me. I didn't feel like he was hurting me. And he was like, okay, well, that was stupid. And I was like, it probably was. So, but you do need people that are going to give you honest, like, you did good, but like, why didn't we finish him in the first? Remember, we talked about this. Where was the head movement? Where was this? But I could see you, especially if you work in the head movement and you get caught, all of a sudden your brain starts to tell you, well, stop doing that. Stop. That head movement is what got you caught. Just stand still and just bland with him, which can get you into trouble later because you're not sure why you got caught yet. It's just like you got to wait a whole 5 minutes kind of before you can find out, because then the coach will be like, here's what's happening. You're walking right into his left hook. Like, stop going to your right. Back up or to your left. Don't go to the right. So, yeah, there's a lot of time in between all that. Yeah, they like to jump around.
Kind of happens, man. It does what it wants sometimes.
Yeah, sorry, man. I thought this place was haunted for a second.
No, don't say that, dude.
So what do you got? What do you got on the horizon next? Because they'll be back in what, February?
Yes, sir. No, yeah, they're coming back in February in Fresno.
Yeah. Shoot, after the fight, they seem pretty happy with me. They're still gonna keep me busy next year. So
do you have a multi with them, or was it a 1-fight contract?
I got a couple. I think I got about 2 fights left with them.
Oh, okay, cool.
I had a 5-fight contract, but I'm already about just through 3 of them.
Oh, okay, cool.
So I'm pretty sure it's either 2 or 1 more fight next. But I'm next year, as soon as January hits, I'm looking to get right back at it. I'm at a point where I just want to build my record and get my experience.
There you go. Actually, I was watching the end of the fight with Campbell. Campbell's sitting right in front of me. And he asked me, he goes, who do you think won that fight? And I said, well, first of all, these guys had their heart inside their balls because you guys just let everything go. And he said, that's one way of saying it. And I said the correct winner was awarded the fight.
Yeah.
So, being
and
that said.
People were asking about that. I was like, that was how I thought it should have gone.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you know, like I said, if I would have just coasted off in the last round, it would have been more one-sided. You know, like, oh, Adrian won that. You know, they got, you know, they both got dropped in the first. And
Adrian, you did win that. So you did come up with a W.
Yeah, you won the fight.
But yeah, you could have put it in some of the judges' hands, and in that particular event that took place, could have definitely switched it the other way. But so I see where your coach is coming from too.
Yeah, so like you know, so Danny won, or not Danny, I won, but I didn't want it to be like that close, you know, especially
you never want to be that close because you don't want to get in the habit of eking out decisions, because then when it really matters, that decision's not going to go your way. Like especially when it's a title fight. Like if that were a title fight, honestly, if that was a title fight, I still could have saw him taking it because he still did more damage. He did more consistency, all that stuff. It would have been a hard argument. It would have been like a split decision if it were a title fight. But I could have seen it. And then if he had won it, people would have been like, oh, that's all. I was like, you got to take the belt from the champ. He did all but finish the guy. I mean, he did as much as he could to finish that guy. So you got to look at that sometimes. Like I've seen fights like the DJ fight against Cejudo. Like he did just enough, I guess, but gone batshit crazy since then, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, he is going crazy. So what did your opponent say after the fight? Did he tell you anything, or what was it?
You know, Danny was real respectful. He was probably one of the most respectful guys that I've talked to out of any of the guys that I fought. And we actually had a drink afterwards. After the fight, I'm headed up, and I'm just going to grab my stuff out the hotel and run to his coaches. And his coaches are real humble, too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. That boy, yeah.
Oh, excellent choice, too.
Yeah, there's me and Danny right there
choice.
just drinking a beer. And his coaches were hella cool, too. They were real humble guys, too. They were really respectful. They shook my hands. They congratulated me. And they were actually the ones that took me to Danny. Like, hey, go have a drink. You know, Danny probably would be happy to see you right now. And so I'm like, all right. You know, I was all right. You know, I'll go see what's up with him. You know,
it's a little weird when you get asked to drink with your guy. I've had it happen one time where the dude's coach, their whole team just split. and they left him there because he was staying at the hotel.
Yeah.
And they just took off and drove home. And I was like, dude, they really did that? And he was like, yeah. I was like, no, that's bull. Come drink with us. Like, you're not gonna lose and hang out by yourself. No. That's not cool. Come hang out with us. It seems weird, but come hang out.
That's not a good place to be, man.
But yeah, to get asked by him, it's a little weird. But it's cool when they're cool like that because it shows it's not personal. It's a job. Like we both know we did our job. It just was my night, not yours.
Yeah, exactly. Like when I feel like that goes a long way. Showing that kind of respect and
sportsmanship.
I feel like I support sportsmanship to the fullest.
That's good, man.
I'm from. I might give off this attitude where it's like kind of aggressive or don't really act like I don't give a crap about anybody, but as far as the fighting goes, and after a tough fight and a hard fight, and I say this for just about all the martial artists out there, I have tons of respect for anybody that's puts their life on
steps inside there, man.
You put your life on the line.
Taking a risk every time
to entertain people, and also it's something that you enjoy doing, but you put in a lot on the line too. So cutting the weight, all that stuff,
definitely.
It's hard for me to have any kind of disrespect toward that,
Yeah, because they're committing a lot on their end to making sure that they can show up and perform.
How was your training camp? How was the weight cut? How was everything leading up to this fight?
The training camp was great. I had a solid 3 months. That's why I think I was able, or not 3 months, maybe 2.5 months.
Yeah.
But that's why I feel like I was able to fix some things offensively.
Yeah.
Get a little bit better at some things. So I had a solid 3 months, or 2 months, and everything.
Do you usually do that for a camp?
I think that was my first actual 2-month camp that I was able to prepare for Danny.
You usually keep it closer to like 6 to 8 weeks.
About a month. That's probably the longest one before that was about a month. But this one was a good 2.5 months. So I was just, first month working on my technique. I started doing some strength and conditioning and stuff like that. And so I felt really, going to this fight, I felt the most prepared I've ever felt. And
that's good, man.
That's why, even like how Cole was saying, when we were fighting, me and Danny, my gas tank was good.
You looked way crisper in the second round.
You definitely. That's why you were able to get it from the knockdowns.
Yeah, exactly. Like I had no problem. I felt so good in that cage. I felt no sense of fatigue or anything like that. And that's what. And then when I seen Danny, he seemed a little like.
He was definitely
like I'm a little tired.
Yeah.
And I'm just like,
I didn't know if he was setting a trap or what.
You
but there was times when he tried to set a trap, and then those times I go, no, this dude's really hurt.
Yeah, you see, that's why I started thinking after he dropped me that last time. I'm like, is this guy doing the Derek Lewis to me?
Is he trying to rope-a-dope me?
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Is he
trying
just
to act hurt so I'll get close? Yeah,
because every time I got caught was when I was
when you were coming in kind of like for a finish,
a little
open maybe.
Yeah, anytime I got caught was when I was choosing to exchange with him.
For the most part, they were counters.
It was more. He was just kind of like biding his time. He was letting you throw like a couple, and then he would just throw a heavy one and hope it landed. Kind of at one point is what he was doing. Just take it, and then just try to hit you. And I'm like, that's gonna get dangerous because either he's gonna go down before he lands, or he's gonna land. And he's gonna walk right into one of those.
And it was funny because he actually tagged me with a couple of those. So for a little bit, I was thinking to myself, I'm like, well, these punches don't hurt that bad. He dropped me twice, but I don't think he'll be able to do it again. So that's why I kind of kept the pressure on him. But I don't know where just in the third round he hit me with that hard one. I was shocked too because when I went down I was like, oh, like that one was actually pretty hard, like what the. And so I'm getting up and I remember hearing that 10 seconds. And I'm just like, all right, 10 seconds, just cover up for 10 seconds and move, but don't fall, because if you fall,
you fall, that's it.
The ref's gonna step in, and that's it. That's the fight. And so I was just telling myself, all right, just stand on my feet, just stay on your feet, don't fall down. And the next thing you know, bam, horn blows.
You fall down without them putting hands on you. That the ref usually takes notice of that. He's like,
exactly.
Wait, are you good? No, you're done. No, that's when you got to have those inner monologues with yourself. That's you got rocked pretty well, and you're just like, stay on your feet. Just got to talk yourself through it. Breathe, like when you drank too much and you're just like, all right, just be cool. Breathe. Okay, breathe. You're not going to throw up. Just breathe.
Yeah.
No, breathe. No, the whole time you're in the backseat.
Know your surroundings.
Know your surroundings. Okay, we can puke in that pot if we have to. Nah, but that's good, though, to be that aware. That tells you, so next time when you get hurt like that, you'll have you'll have been there. You know what I mean? Like, you'll have been there, because that was a good fight. I don't know if you've ever been dropped like that in a fight previously, but that was a good fight. Like, that really gives, that should give you and Colin a very good view of, A, where your heart is, B, you know you can go that whole way. What you're made of, man. Yeah, and what you're really made of, how far you can be pushed, how much damage you can take, and where the holes were, like, how could we have avoided this damage? And all that stuff, that's all, even if you had lost, it would have been all great data to collect. And you would have learned a lot about yourself, because it takes a hard fight to kind of see how far you can push yourself before you'll realize, oh, okay. Because then everything up until that point, you're like, oh, that's cake. Like, I know how far I can get pushed and still go.
And if so, hey, I've been in a barn burner before.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's
I know how this ends.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, I'm going to ask you, do you just follow mixed martial arts, or do you follow boxing at all?
You know what? When I was younger, I was a really, really big fan of boxing. But after I started getting into MMA, I kind of just let go of all the boxing.
Well, because some news dropped, and I just want to let you know, it looks like Manny Pacquiao is going to end up fighting, gosh, who is he going to end up fighting? He's going to end up fighting, I believe it's who'd you say it was, Cole?
Oh, did I say? Yeah, we were like having two conversations at once, and I spit out like ORTIZ or something. We were having like two conversations at once.
Danny Swift Garcia. Looks like he's going to fight Danny Swift Garcia. And then it looks like Mikey Garcia is going to end up fighting Jesse Vargas. So
Mayweather's going to do something.
Well, he's doing something with Dana White. I don't know exactly what he's going to do. I want to see what's another circus.
Circus, dude.
It's been circus lately, man.
It's going to be well. First off, it has to be an exhibition match, because he ain't going to risk tainted. Why be 51-0? That makes no sense.
No,
is there some boxing record?
Unless he says that don't count.
Is there some boxing record that's being held right now by someone else, or does he?
No, he already passed it.
Okay, well then
and see the way he passed it, I don't even agree with it.
Yeah,
Rocky Marciano's. I mean, it was handed Connor for that.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, it'll be some circus thing. It'll be an exhibition match. I think it will be a boxing event, though. I don't think it's going to be an MMA.
Well, it has to be. It has to be something up his repertoire. His profession, exactly. And speaking of boxing event, Deontay Wilder knocked out King Kong Ortiz, Luis Ortiz, in fine fashion. Actually, Ortiz had a great game plan, man. I mean, moving to his right, landing the big left over the counter right.
And was that a repeat, or was it?
No, it was live. It was the rematch.
Okay.
Dante touched him right on the chin. And that's all she wrote, man.
So you think the trilogy want to be the same thing?
Oh, no. No, Deontay cleaned house, sweat. So they fought. You know, Deontay Wilder won by knockout. Yeah. The rematch knocked him out again.
Oh, so he's done 2 in a row.
Oh, yeah.
Then there's no choice.
It's done. So
that's what I was asking is, was it the same result?
Oh, no. Yeah, well, it was the same result.
Okay.
And now it looks like he's going to take on Tyson Fury, which is going to be awesome, the Gypsy King. So
yeah,
we got some big events coming up, man.
Dude, I really want to see that cat fight MMA.
He's talking about it.
I really think he'd be a good crossover.
Seriously, he's talking about it, man.
He's got hands.
He does got hands.
Tall,
and he's elusive.
And
he's elusive.
And it's what? He'd be what, heavyweight? What's he walking around?
Oh, yeah, he's heavyweight. He wants to fight your dude. The one that knocked out DC, but DC wants him.
Oh, Stipe?
Yeah, the one that does that little dance.
Yeah, that little jig. Hey, I could see him fighting Stipe. That'd be a cool fight.
It would be a cool fight.
Yeah.
There'd have to be, some write-up, though. Let's stand toe-to-toe.
No, it's an MMA fight.
Okay,
treated accordingly.
I know. So garbage. I like that. Treated accordingly.
Treated like if you want to play boxing, then do a boxing fight. Exactly. But if you want to do an MMA fight,
isn't that something they're willing to compromise the rules when it comes to MMA, but when it comes to boxing, it's 100% boxing?
Yeah, I think there's so few rules to compromise. What are you going to compromise? No punches with your right hand. Like, what is there to compromise?
No kicks. No kicks from mixed martial artists.
Well, yeah, but that's why you see
the obvious.
Connor's the only one that's ever gone that way. But
I know you don't like Connor. Brothers. I do, though.
I do. I used to like Connor, and he just lost me.
You like Connor, man?
He lost me.
He's all right. Like I'm not like Conor McGregor, but I do.
Right.
I do think he fights good. To be honest.
Well, he's a good fighter. I never seen.
Yeah, he's a good fighter, but I'm not like. It's Conor McGregor's the best. I think there's better fighters than him.
Oh, hell yeah.
I think now he's reaching only because he's not in the limelight, like you said, and he's just really, really reaching. And that's when you get hurt. That's when it doesn't end well.
That's why he keeps poking at guys that are at the tail end of their careers. Yeah. Edgar, Cerrone, like they're both dangerous dudes. Yeah. Don't get Cerrone kill me in a fight instantly. Yeah. But the thing is, though, against guys at his caliber and level, even Cerrone has to know that sunset's a coming. Yeah. Like one of these next fights could be a bad one.
I think he's ready for it.
He's moving on. Yeah. But that's why I think he's getting a little more choosy with his fights and what fights he takes. But the Cerrone one would be a payday for him.
Oh, absolutely.
But I think Cerrone would crush him. I think
we beg to differ. And speaking of that, I owe my man. Chris
you
Lewis
owe me a steak.
But that was, you know what? I never cried over spilled milk, but that's a bunch of BS, man. I don't know about those tripping calls.
Oh, I didn't watch the game.
Oh my gosh,
I didn't watch
like MMA rules.
Did you watch the Cowboy Patriots game?
Dude, I watch no footballs these days. I only watch the Chargers if I watch.
I have no.
I know how you feel, man. When your team's not really up to par, I don't even want to watch Sports Center, bro.
Right now, Chris would be like, so that's like every season.
No, he texts me too. He goes, his text, sir, I believe you owe me a steak.
I would have just texted you a picture of Fleming's, like a picture of their website.
Wait, hold on a second. I didn't agree to fucking Fleming's. Shit, that's my whole paycheck, dog. Fleming's steak, bro?
Fleming's is pricey, bro.
It is. It's stupid pricey. Who goes there?
Rich people.
Yeah.
Rich
Not
people.
me.
That better be a good steak.
Oh, man.
Dude, just hook them up with a meat market steak, season that bad boy, barbecue that up, grill it yourself. Oh, that'd be a good steak.
Cool. That'd be cool.
Hit him up with some greens on the side.
Well, he's not going to eat the steak by himself. I want to make sure I get my.
That's what I'm going to say. Yeah, I'll make
my
a steak. Come over, Daddy. Yeah, well, you're going to have to get over that.
Chill on the right side. Yeah.
No, that's not how you would enjoy steak.
No, man. But you know what? I was pulling for Chris Lewis too. I just thought he ran out of gas a little bit, but he threw that little sneaky back fist.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I'm talking about the heavyweight fight. Did you have a chance to see it? Yeah.
I don't know if he gassed. He just looked super gun shy right out the gate. Like he didn't want to engage. He was doing most of the backing.
Yeah, I didn't understand that. I thought he was baiting him in. I didn't understand the game plan.
I did too at first, but then the game plan never changed.
Exactly.
And I'm like...
And he tried to take him down, and the guy had fresh legs. There was no investment on trying to chop those legs down or nothing.
No
soften him
setup.
up. No, he just,
I don't know if maybe they just didn't expect him to come at him the way he did, maybe. Maybe he brought up...
I was waiting for something, and that something didn't happen, to be honest with you. I was waiting for something. I thought they'd engage in punches and land that right hand.
Yeah, he looked gun shy, and then he looked tired.
He did look tired.
That's a lot of muscle to carry around. A lot of muscle. But...
Big old dude, man.
Gun shy would be what I thought led to that down to
why is that? Why would you say that? From not being active in the last, year and a half?
I don't know if it's from not being active, which might be a thing too, because that's a big stage to be on when you haven't been as active in that long. Anything over a year is a big stage. But I just don't. Maybe the guy felt stronger or came more aggressive than they expected to through the camp or something. Like you experienced, like I didn't expect him to do that. Mm-hmm. We were expecting the guy to shoot. Maybe they expected the guy to have sloppier hands. But a year and a half, that's a long layoff. But I don't know, because he's been working on his hands with Brian, so you got to expect his hands to be comfortable at that point. He just looked gun shy. I don't know if he took a punch and then all of a sudden decided, nope, not doing that. Good. Like I'm staying out of range of that shit. But he just looked gun shy. Like it was real confusing. Like he looked like he was in perfectly good shape.
I tell you, one person that wasn't gun shy was Stephanie Frausto.
Oh, Frausto? Yeah.
Gosh, very well rounded. And I believe she had a celebration today. I think she got her black belt today. I'm not sure exactly what it was.
They hooked her up with that today. Yeah. No, that was pretty cool. But I don't know. I was watching. I thought it was a good win. I just
Are these the shots by Mark Davis?
Yes. Yeah, Mark gets wicked good
Mark
shots.
gets down, bro.
Mark gets good shots. He gets good action shots.
He does. You know what? Yeah, okay. I won't even go there. But no. He does take good shots. Well, I would just say this. Mark Davis was at cage side taking awesome shots. The guy that relieved him has a cell phone doing video. Ooh. And you can't even do video. You will get your ass kicked out.
That's rough. Well,
very rough.
You can't control content and trademark privileges.
No, but yeah, Mark Davis needs to be there at cage side and remain there.
The fight, she did pretty good.
Yeah.
I think she did exactly what she wanted to. That fight was establish the striking game and just utilize that the whole time, because she hit some sprawls when the chick got desperate. The only thing I would have wanted to see more of, which I didn't get to bring up the interview, was head movement. She seemed like she had her range, but she seemed very statuesque and was just picking shots.
Yeah.
But there was no movement to get away from a counter.
Yeah, you brought that up
like
earlier. I remember you brought that up. Was that the fight you brought it up on?
Yeah, she was real stagnant.
Very stationary.
Very stationary. Not that she was getting hit, but it's just usually when you're stationary like that, your coach will be like, move your head. You know what I mean? Like, what are you doing? Like she was just bang, boom. But she was landing everything. But the chick was trying to counter, and when she would counter is where I was like, that movement, you need to be there.
Exactly.
But like I said, that might have been the game plan for them. They might have been like, just stand right in front of her. Don't move. Like that might have been her fault. It's like she has a hard time taking an opponent that doesn't move because she's so used to movement. Maybe she has to only hit movement. It's sometimes when you get a guy that just stands in front of you, you're moving so much that you're so off balance and angle that it feels like, dude, why aren't you moving with me so I can hit you? Now they're stubbing your posts. You'll have to adjust to their range, because she was just like, nope, I'm going to be right here. You move around me. and she just landed everything she wanted to. Those inside leg kicks were landing. But like I said, without knowing that was part of the game
she was
plan,
checking some hard ass kicks, man.
Yeah, she was taking them. But that chick has no answer for
What
Steph.
fight stands out besides yours? Did you have a chance to see any of the fights?
I didn't get a chance to watch any of the fights. I was in the back room the whole time. I was the last fight.
Like that lion.
I was the second to last fight of the night.
That's right. You're just freaking pacing like a freaking lion, man.
Yeah, I wanted to go check out some of the fights because I have some friends fighting on the card too.
Yeah, you know, I was hoping Karina Herrera would have gotten the W. She wasn't in the right range. She seemed to be firing punches at such far range. She didn't really get inside, but she was there. She had the energy, the head movement, everything. She just couldn't get off. She couldn't land.
Let's see what the bottom one says. It's Combate's website. See what the bottom one says?
Let's see.
What does that say? The Guzman fight?
No, fix it. It went to like all kinds of things.
Well, anyway, they've got it. The Combate website has it listed as a draw.
Whose fight?
His.
No way.
That's what but we all know it's not, but I watched it.
Yeah.
And I could have seen that happening too. Like when I was watching backstage,
So
I'm like,
how are they going to announce that I win the fight?
because I'm just saying that their website screwed up.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying I bring it up because while I was watching the fight, I'm like, if they ran this a draw, I could totally see that being a draw.
Yeah.
It just when I was running through it, I was like, oh, somebody screwed up on that. But I could see it being
But I
that as far as the
Yeah.
way that fight went. I'm like, that would suck to be the
you know what?
judges.
Marketing's coming in. I can see you guys fighting again in February.
Oh yeah, I could totally see you guys fighting again.
Hey, you know, if Danny wants to rent it back, we could rent it back.
I could
don't have a
totally
problem
see
with
that
it.
fight.
No, and Mike's looking at this saying, we got to have these bastards back in February.
Yeah, that would be locally. It would make sense
Oh,
too.
definitely.
People would buy tickets to that.
Yeah, make that
You can
adjustment.
even put
You know what I
that
mean?
on
That'd
the
be
poster
great.
because you guys were the first fight of the main card.
I'd have a co-main.
We were supposed to be the first fight, and then they switched it up.
Oh, dang. You guys stole the show, though.
You know,
So you went from prelim up to the main card, huh?
I was supposed to be originally on the prelim, and then a couple fights didn't fall through, so they ended up throwing me on the main card, and so the main fight gets televised. They put that one to the front.
Yeah.
And so they pushed us back. We still got some
they
airtime.
should have put your fight on TV.
They needed to.
That would have done well for
that would
ratings to
have
have that fight on TV.
Heck yeah, definitely.
You know, I'm not even mad about it. Don't get me wrong. I would have liked to be on TV, but
Well, you know, I've seen Combate fights end up on ESPN before, so I wouldn't be surprised if you part of your guys' fight ended up on that on their.
Or say,
MMA
here's the one that
section.
didn't make the cut, but you know what?
Something,
we
yeah.
got to watch this again.
They-
'Cause
yeah.
we plan on running this back.
They really should. Like they've done that before. Like I had a fight get bumped up from prelims to pay-per-view because it was just that good. So they told us, they said, Silva's like, hey, heads up,
Yeah.
it's going to be on the pay-per-view. Good job. Thanks for doing your job. They should have done that with your guys. Like they should have just thrown it out there and said, hey, but it's a long fight though. Like it's a whole nother 15 minutes. So depending on how much airtime they had, they should have squeezed some of, like highlight something, you know, like the fight of the night or something. Like how you guys didn't get fight of the night bonus, I don't know. But I don't know if Combate does that.
We actually did get a bonus.
Okay, so you did. Okay.
did you?
Nice,
Yeah.
nice. Okay, cool. So Combate,
Cool.
I was like, Combate definitely kicking down then. Cool.
Cool.
Yeah.
Got a little something.
Because if you
Combate-
didn't, I'd be so
for-
confused.
Yeah, for the most part, you know, Combate definitely takes care of the fighters.
That's what I hear.
I've been hearing a lot of good things about that.
Yeah,
And knowing that they
No,
take
shout
care
out
of their fighters.
Shout out to them for that.
I'm gonna have to start picking their
Mike
brains.
Efromowitz, my man's happy with the corporation. He's happy with the company. So, Mr. Campbell, it's happening.
Is it
It's
cool?
firing.
Is it okay if I give a shout out real fast to a couple people?
Absolutely, man. But if it's a food place, you got to make sure they bring us some too.
Oh, all right. I'll make sure. I don't have any. Wait, do I have food? Let me check.
If not, you do. If he doesn't, you guys better get him one
If I
soon.
do, I'll make
Yeah.
sure they bring you guys some food.
That's what's
Ah,
up too. And I was
boy.
asking
Yeah.
you about your shirts or hats because I wanted to give some out today. So next time, bring them and we'll give them out.
Oh yeah, for
yeah,
sure.
definitely.
I'm gonna go ahead and start with my shout outs. I want to give a shout out to Forever Forward, homie Miggs. Thanks for all the support. Reality Concepts, Angel Divine, Angel Gonzalez. Thank you so much for all your help. Also, definitely helped me get through my camp and to that war we had. Lace and Loop, Total Aggression Clothing. Check them out, guys, on Instagram. Total Aggression Clothing. Mermaids and Barbells. Thank you for all the help. Shout out to Team Oyama. You guys are the best. Proudly representing you guys always. Cal Barbers, thank you for the fresh cuts all the time. OC Fight Docs, thank you for taking care of all the fighters in the Irvine area, the Orange County area. Thank you so much. Kydex Works, if you have a gun, a license and all that stuff, you need a holster, hit up KICKK Works, guys. Hit up KICKK Works if you need a gun holster. And Paz Dermatology, my cousin. So if you need any kind of like face work or something, hit up my cousin Carlos Paz out here in Fresno. Paz Dermatology, guys.
There you are, my man.
But how about you? I heard all the love for your sponsors and those that take care of you. How about you? Like if they want to follow you, you got a website they can go to, Instagram, somewhere they can buy shirts. Like how can they find out when your next fight's coming up?
So
how can they follow the Guzman?
Well, I got an Instagram.
Okay, what's that?
So I don't have a Twitter or nothing like that, guys. So follow me on Instagram for whenever I put some stuff out, like merchandise, shirts, and stuff like that. Adrian Luis Guzman. So just like that, just how you guys see it on the screen.
Oh,
Boom.
perfect. Okay,
That's
cool.
that's my
Yeah, I
name
was
on
checking it out today.
Yeah, it's a simple page, you know. Then they say, you know, your page is your brand. So I'm like, all right, I gotta take this.
No,
thing
I
a
like
little
this
more
guy because he's
serious.
walking in the hallways, right? And you're doing an interview. We're doing something. He goes, "Hey, I want to be on the show." I go, "Absolutely, you got it, man."
Nice.
And then I hear the other ones. Hey, well, you said next Friday or no, in first week of December, and I had to ignore him, man, because I had said, "Hey, I don't got room until," you know what I mean? But I knew I just
start
knew
writing
because
that
we're
stuff
actually gonna do a
down,
recap. But I go, no, we got to have this guy on here. It'd be perfect for the show. And
Rich has a habit of overbooking himself with guys, so they
Oh
get
my
mad.
God.
man.
Oh,
They
all
do,
right.
man.
Hey, well,
I try to show love for everybody, man. That's
It's
just
hard though, man.
It
When you got,
is.
there's so many fighters in the valley alone that, and there's so many
And
cards
referees
stuff
and
going on.
doctors and
Dude,
promoters.
right?
And speaking of promoter, Rick Merigan, you stepped on my shoes, man, and you
Uh-oh.
broke them, bro.
Uh-oh.
He did. I had to put tape on there. It looked like an eyesore. He goes like this. Can you please tell Jose that I work hard or something like that? And I go, bro, he knows that. And in doing so, he stepped on my
Right
my
on
new
the edge,
shoes.
right in the edge of the dress shoe. It held it
Yeah,
down as
that,
lifted
like
your
you know,
foot.
like you would have a tassel, but it
Yeah,
was like a
yeah.
strap. So I texted him a picture of it. I don't have it now, but I did tell him size 12 Gucci, size 12 Gucci, my man. And I want the certificate.
Those
you
are
know,
gonna show
it's-
up like in the mail. Watch, they're just gonna show
he
up
can- he can
faster
do
than
that.
faster than Canadian chocolate.
Exactly.
No, but that's good then. So the Instagram, they can go on there. They can get shirts.
Yeah.
You should have what you should do, man. Is if you're as soon as you find, I always tell everybody to do this. As soon as you know when your next fight is, before you start selling tickets, have shirts ready.
Okay.
Yup.
Just have shirts made. Don't even nickel and dime your fans. We were telling that guy Chris last time, like you don't got to nickel and dime them. You just get in a screen printer, t-shirt screen printer to be your sponsor in exchange for the shirts. So go, you can put your logo big ass on the back. I don't care, but just give me X amount of shirts in these varying sizes. You know, like 25 of each or whatever. And you just have 100 tickets. You have 100 shirts, and you go.
Then you
can
put the
buy a
fighter's
ticket,
voice.
buy
You
a
put
shirt,
the
you get a
fighter's
ticket.
voice on your sleeve.
Oh yeah,
You know what I mean?
hey,
Definitely.
yeah.
Shit,
Hey,
that's what's up,
Definitely
baby.
love to be on the show too, guys. And if anything, I am looking for a shirt sponsorship. So if anybody
There
wants
you
to
go,
help,
guys.
help me print some shirts, you know, I'm right here. Let's work something out, guys.
It's easy. Like you just do it per shirts. Like if you know you're going to get X amount of tickets, you're like, okay, well, let's start with 100. They're going to give me 100 shirts, 100 tickets. You'll get a shirt.
You know
with a
what?
ticket.
Go look up my man Rico right here, Red Wave, because he just has a Bigfoot printing.
Oh, all right.
Yeah,
Heck
Bigfoot printing. And say, Rich told me to give you a call. What kind of deal can you give me? What can we do to work together?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking
Okay.
for a screen
Yeah.
printer.
All right.
I've
Hell
got a
yeah.
fight coming up soon, hopefully.
Yeah.
But like when my next one is,
Rico's
I'd like to work
everywhere,
on a
man.
deal.
2020 is going to be a beast for him.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Moving shops or
new
what?
the new shop. Oh, his wife, and now that's right next to him. He expanded. He has a bigger because his area is bigger where he works out.
Okay.
Now you got the barber shop for cuts for guys, and now he has that Bigfoot printing.
Oh, cuts and ink, huh?
Oh man, yeah,
Nice.
Yeah,
That's like a one-stop shop for dudes.
Oh, it
kind of.
is. It is, man.
You get inked up while you get your hair cut.
And then he does
That's what I
all
can
this
see.
stuff like for Christmas, and I miss it every year because he does it on a day that I'm gone or out of town. But I want to make sure I'm there. They do like this coat drive, and then he just has like a dinner for family and friends that are there, all his employees, man. But
that's
he-
cool.
But he's always giving out toys and stuff for the kids, and you know what? I got to make sure he comes on before then so we can plug it himself.
Kind of talk about it
Yeah,
a little
exactly.
bit and what it is. Cool.
Exactly.
Well, I'm down for
Because
that.
he gives ink to all the fighters. Every MMA fighter that's in Fresno area, Rico's done work. Plain
That's
and simple.
true.
Period. He has.
We
He
got
gets
a lot
down
of
to it.
guys that are like, Ayala's gotten work from him. Lavar's gotten work
Yeah.
from him. Crap, who else have we had on the show that's gone in
Cash.
there?
Well, yeah,
gotten work
Cash
from him.
on the show, but yeah, he's
Yeah.
gotten some work from him. There's a lot of fighters out there.
Maybe we'll get you ink too. You look
Oh,
like you-
I'm actually gonna get something on Monday. My boy Omar, he's
Okay.
It's about time I get the tattoo I've been wanting to get for a while.
What'd you want, man?
It's,
What do you want?
So you know how when you go to a new town and it has that welcome sign.
Yeah.
Well, if you go into Parlier, there's a specific sign. It's unique and special
Yeah.
to me because you don't see nothing like that anywhere else. And it's basically it's the welcome to Parlier sign. It's like a Parlier thing.
What last name is that?
So you go into
You're gonna
Parlier.
get that right up here on your chest.
Yeah, I'm gonna get it right here, you know, because you know that's where I'm from, and it's a small town, you know, and you know,
Liga Parleur's produced a lot of fighters. It's produced the Evangelista brothers, produced the Avalos brothers, produced you. There's just tons of fighters that come out of Parleur because it's got such a strong wrestling history. Is what I think one of the main contributors is.
You know, I feel like the Parleur's always been known for a lot of fights and fighting and stuff like that. So to represent,
it's just in the DNA, man.
Yeah,
it really is.
Strong wrestling.
It really is.
Yeah.
Speaking of in the DNA, I don't know if you happen to notice inside the facility that night. They had a living legend, man, who's put his name back in the hat. Back in the hat of mixed martial arts, and that's the California Kid. Now, my man, now leading up to that, Cole Reddy was going to do justice on interviewing him.
Yeah.
But leading up to that, when he's coming in, he's walking, I stopped him real quick, and I said, hey, remember you made that comment about Conor wearing a suit in the summertime? And he started laughing. He goes, oh, he laughed his ass off. He goes, oh, yeah, I remember. I said, hey, Cole Escovedo's in the back, and he's going to get a soundbite. Oh, Cole's back here? Oh, okay, great. So that interview went right. And at the very end, they're talking and they're going back and forth. And he said, and right when they're going to end it, this dude says, hey, Cole right here. He goes, a lot of you guys don't know it. This dude left me bloody when we fought. I mean, to show that respect, you know what I mean? Because a lot of people, I'm going to be honest with you.
You fought Uriah Faber before?
Fought him, got elbowed a bunch of times, lost my belt to him. Yeah.
There's a lot. There's a lot of people that don't know who Cole Escovedo is and what he did and does for a living. You're talking about a UFC veteran, man, Cole Escovedo.
Oh, yeah.
So
look at his shit.
Yeah, see, you didn't know. Hey, he's been to the show, bro.
Dude.
Been to the show.
Yeah. Yeah, he blooded me up pretty well on that one. Like, that was a good fight. That was a bad day at work, bro.
He has a great highlight reel too, man. Hey, bro, check this out.
I'm definitely gonna.
Oh, you should check it out. YouTube's got a couple.
Well, let me tell you this: the fighter's voice only gets the best. You got to know that. So everybody else, they can get in line and take second all they want.
Shoot. Hey,
Plain simple, period.
That's why I like. That's why I love being here right now because I know you guys interview the best. So for me to be on the show,
we try to give everybody a chance and a voice, man.
Heck yeah, man. I
We've been blessed.
That.
We've been blessed on some of the talent, some of the big names that have walked through these doors, man, and that has held the mic with us or asked us to go on location, and it's only going to get better.
I believe it 100%. You guys got nothing but you guys got all my support, and
I appreciate that, man.
I know in the future you guys are gonna do a lot of big things. So
that's what we're looking forward to too.
I'm with you guys 100% too.
All we expect from you is the date and time and location of your next fight, brother.
Exactly.
That's all we expect to you.
I'll definitely let you guys know for sure. If I'm not too sure when the next one is, but I know.
I'm sure you'll know soon enough.
I know. Yeah, pretty soon something will come up. I know something will come up, and if they think Danny's rematch is the best option, then I'm all for it too.
There you go.
This was what, your third fight with Combate?
It'll be my fourth.
Okay.
No, it'd be actually my next one would be my fifth fight.
Your next one will be your fifth fight with them total, and it's number 3 on your current contract with them.
Yeah, number 3.
See, he keeps up the pace. I could easily see him getting a title fight within that contract still.
Yeah, I can see that. And also, this show is blessed. See, one thing I didn't get to say, KP knows, we had Raquel Miller on the show, female boxer, okay? And her fight, it fell through. She wasn't able to get a fight, so she was just waiting. What am I going to do now? What's happening? Well, not only did she get a fight, she got a title shot.
Oh, cool.
And she's the new women's champion of the world.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Wow,
she won. It was under the radar. She won. Yeah, she won this Saturday.
Okay.
And she wants to come back on the show.
I saw you talking about that.
That's Raquel Miller, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, definitely, man.
We'll have to see how that one fell into place.
I mean, and I said, no, you're going to get a fight. You're going to get your I'm not sure if I said title shot or not. I might have. We'll have to go look. Yeah, something good is going to come through. In our show, man, it just really, it's blessed. We see people, their careers elevate. We see things that normally don't happen. We really do, man. And I'm not just saying it, man. The facts are there and the proof is in the pudding, man.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird how it happens.
It does.
Hey, well, that's definitely, that brings me a good feeling then,
Yeah, that's why I tell me good things for you are coming.
Well, we got a beautiful angel watching over us. So, that's definitely, if you know the whole storyline, and it's just great to be a part of something good, man. Something awesome, something great. And you being here after that war you went through, it tells me a lot, man. Like, man, you really enjoy the show, man. You're not just one that says that, and you're not just a fan. You're a follower and a supporter, and we appreciate that, man.
Oh yeah, so I've seen a couple of my friends get on the show here. The Avalos brothers and Coach Mike. I think Coach Mike has been on. Mike Moreno's been on.
Yeah, we've had Moreno on.
Yeah, and I've seen all these guys get on the show. I'm like, man, I want to get on the show too.
That's right. That's right. Actually, Mike Moreno's going to come back on. I believe they started training camp, or they're training it soon. Him and LeVar, bring them both on and talk about fight camp and what's going on there. And
Rudy's going to be in on that fight camp too.
Yeah.
All right, hell yeah, dude. I talk to him when I see him now, every now and then.
Yeah, that's what I meant, Rudy. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rudy's going to be in on that one because he wasn't able to help him with the last one.
No, he's excited too. He's very excited.
Oh, it'll be good.
Yeah.
I'm forward to looking to see a LeVar Strapson gold around his waist on that
So
one.
am I.
Like I've been following, Good Bear and everything, but I like the dude. He's a cool guy, real humble, real.
Yeah, he is.
He's doing everything right. LeVar's my boy. Like I gotta support.
Yeah,
He's from the old team and everything. I'll always support him. So it'd be good to see gold. That's gonna be good too. January is gonna be a good month. For fights.
It is. There you are, right there.
Yeah, there you go, right there. See,
boom.
Yeah, that's gonna be good. Did they announce where yet? They didn't announce where yet, did they?
No, we can't say it, but that's good.
We kind of know, but we're just waiting on them to officially announce where it's going to be. Right now, it's
Tachi Palace, Lemoore. Yeah, that'd be great. That'd be nice.
All right, amigo. Well, thanks for sharing your time with us today.
Absolutely.
We appreciate you coming out. We know you had to train it. You going to train it back, or how are you getting back?
Well, I'm actually going to stay out here till my birthday on the 1st.
Oh, okay, cool.
Right on.
So that's Sunday. Oh yeah, then Monday I got the tattoos. I'm gonna head back.
Okay.
Right after that, just.
You're going to spend Thanksgiving in Fresno then?
Yeah, I'm going to be out here in Fresno, with the family.
There you go, man.
Friends and stuff like
That's
that.
no better post-fight week events to happen other than the holiday, man. It's always fun.
tag us on your artwork too, man.
Yeah, we want to see that. Yeah, we want to see that tattoo when you get it out. I want to see that Parlier sign and see what's super special about it, so I can share it and stuff.
All right, most definitely. As soon as I get that done, I'll tell you guys.
And go see Rico. I'm telling you, man. Go see Rico, man. Now that you're in the area, go see him.
You got tons of skin.
Tell him we sent you.
You got room. You got tons of canvas.
Oh yeah, I'll talk to Rico too. I'll give him a follow on Instagram and stuff, and
at least for the screen print, like at least for the tear sheet hookup. That'd be cool.
All right. Hell yeah.
Tell me you want to do something.
That's about it, man. Anything fun in boxing coming up?
No, but I did get a call today from Hector Macho Camacho Jr. He goes, "Hey, Rich, I'm going to be in town, man. We got to have dinner and bring that other guy with you, and we'll hang out." And I'm thinking, okay, that's cool, but I got plans too. But I'll make time to come and see him because he's coming all the way down from Puerto Rico. Yeah.
Oh, nice, all the way up from Puerto Rico. Has he got something coming up or
just visiting some people in Fresno?
life?
Yeah, he was staying with a buddy of mine, Alex, and I guess he'll visit him again. And he says I'll be in town.
Cool.
Wants to talk to us. So. That's
nice.
good.
His
dad's the legend, Hector Macho Camacho. So this is his son, Camacho Jr.
All right. He's a boxer, right?
Yeah, he's a boxer too.
Yeah, I'm about to look into that.
Yeah, definitely, man.
Well, outside of boxing, then the only things we really got going on MMA, Khabib and Ferguson, I guess, is going to be in April, is what they're targeting for that. Well, like I said, 4 months.
I don't like that big gap because then things can happen.
That's
I got hurt or
4 months is
this.
a long time.
Man, come on.
So they're shooting for like April, but we'll see. I mean,
yeah.
God willing, I guess that they both stay healthy, but it's why announce it so far out? It just doesn't make any sense. It just leaves. There's so much room for excuses later on why that fight didn't happen. Jones is got his next opponent. It's gonna be Katnam Reyes. That's the same face I made too. I was like, who? So I'm gonna have to look at this guy a little bit and see what got him shot. And I've been off it. I guess.
You know what? I got to give Honeycutt a call. I want to find out what he's doing next.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to help him out.
He was kind of active like 2 months ago. He was active.
He was.
Or even less than that, I think.
He was.
He was really
the honey badger.
It was a Russian fight, and I think he won.
Yeah, he did win.
Yeah, it was a fight in Russia. And as a matter of fact, I'll have to look and see. I'll have to ask him if Anthony Ruiz hooked him up with that one because they love Anthony over there.
Yeah.
And whenever he fights, it'd be like, yeah, let's get another American that kicks ass over here. So
there you go.
All right. Other than that, man, ain't much coming up except the Carano-Dana little thing. They were talking about that $1 million fight with Rousey that never happened.
Yeah.
And she was kind of like breaking some silence on why it happened. I don't know.
The interview or a fight or what's going on?
They said it was over a text. She tried to say it was over some text between her and Dana White, and I'm like, yeah, that sounds like something Dana would send. But I can't really just say, yeah, it's true. But out of nowhere, she finally just said, this is why that fight didn't happen. Yeah. Well, cool. I mean, it ain't going to happen now. But,
no, it's not.
But it's interesting to see why it didn't happen.
Silence.
Yeah, she kind of alluded to why it didn't happen. She's like, this is why it didn't happen. Yeah. It was this text conversation. I was like, yeah, like I said, yeah, I could see Dana White saying that. That's how he operates. Like, it's money to him. Like, you're screwing with his money. So that's when they were trying to push her. But
no, I hear you, man. I hear you. Hey, first of all, I want to thank everybody for tuning in and watching. And this Thursday, everybody have a great, safe Thanksgiving. And in behalf of the Fighter's Voice, we wish you, your families, and everybody out there happy Thanksgiving. And if you know somebody and they don't got a home and they need someplace, man, just give them a call or take them a plate. Take them something, man. Let them know you care because that may be you one day or it might have been you. And nevertheless, man, we're definitely going to be involved in some kind of, I don't know, coat drive or toy giveaway. The Fighter's Voice always wants to give back as you give to us by viewing and watching and supporting us. So once again, it's a wrap here in Fresno, California. I want to thank our guest, Mr. Adrian Guzman, for joining us here live in the studio. As always, ESCOVEDO, the coach with the most, the UFC veteran himself. I'm Rich Ortiz, your host of The Fighter's Voice. It's a wrap in Fresno, California. Thumbs up for Richie.
Never down for the count. It's just another wrap. Thanks for listening to The Fighter's Voice Radio Show. Catch us again next week. Same when, same how. And always stay connected to The Fighter's Voice on social media. So, on behalf of special guests and the whole crew right here at The Fighter's Voice Radio Show, saying see ya next week, right here on The Fighter's Voice.